little sweat dripping. Not much, but he's got a little bit. He's got more in the tank. He's ready to go for third and fourth, it looks like right now.
Looks like he could go another 7 minutes for sure.
Yeah, Coach Cole, Enoch Francois got him ready to go, clearly. Like you said, sometimes
he's like the captain of cool. Sorry about that.
No, he is. Yeah, I mean that's what I was going to say. You know, it's not easy to respond on that backside, but he looked calm, cool, and collected, and that's the best way to put it, Dean.
All right, here we go to 184. Thomas Stewart Jr. from Virginia Tech, who sometimes can look like an absolute world beater, and then other times not be ready, taking on Justin Phillips from Virginia.
Yeah, which TJ Stewart's going to show up is what we're going to find out.
Little camo versus camo.
Yeah. The John Cena special.
And it's interesting. So when you have a guy, you know, from a coaching standpoint who has so much variance in their performance, there's a couple things, in my opinion, that can cause it. And one is if you have inconsistent training, you're going to have inconsistent results. But knowing Coach Roby and knowing staff, I don't think that's the case. So then you got to look at the other variables. And it's, you know, sometimes styles make fights. And sometimes also, you know, it can be something as simple as nutrition, weight cut, weight management, something like that. But yeah, you know, TJ Stewart is a guy who, you know, sometimes looks like a real contender and sometimes looks more like a qualifier level guy. We'll see which one shows up here, and you know, so far it looks like Phillips has given him, you know, a very good match.
Yeah, Stewart was on the podium last year, came out hot in the second half, really explosive from open space, was lat dropping guys. He was seconds away from the semifinals at the NCAA tournament before Isaiah Salazar got a late takedown in that quarterfinal match. It's been really a struggle for him this year, finishing matches. Some of that has been his gas tank late, fighting through positions, and, you know, guys have also had more tape on how he wrestles. Game planning around that, you got to start to figure that stuff out.
I mean, and he's a guy that has wins over the 1, 2, and 3 at this weight in front of him. So, you know, any given day, he's a guy that can come out here and win this weight. He finds himself now on the backside, which, you know, isn't quite where he wanted to be. However, you know, he's got to battle back into position here to get into that third and fourth place match to give himself a shot at the auto allocation for third place.
Phillips trailing Stewart 3-0. The transfer from Cal Baptist.
Good work with this tight waist on top by Stewart. Putting a good ride on. About to get over a minute of riding time. Another qualifier for Stanford is Peter Main. Punches his ticket. Stewart gives a late escape, about 8 seconds left. Not what you want to do.
Like his choice, he'll defer choice over to Phillips, and Phillips will go down once again. Quick escape, quick re-attack. We're back neutral, as indicated by our official.
Nice job by Phillips to get right back in on the leg.
Yep. That's those momentary lapses that can be the difference in these matches.
Stewart with a 1-point lead, 3-2.
I believe it was Isaac Trumbull who came in with a knee injury.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, a guy who's had a lot of success, found himself in the Olympic trial finals against Olympic gold medalist Kyle Snyder, has had a really good year, but he seems to be a little banged up right now. So I think Pat Popolizio and staff want to, you know, focus on getting him as healthy as he possibly can going into the tournament then.
Which if that holds, that would also mean that Connor Barquette of Duke would earn the 5th place allocation. Trumbull likely to get an at-large bid if he's medically withdrawing out of the tournament.
100%, I think, right?
Top 5 guy. Would think should still be seated highly given his wins on the year, and we'll see how they penalize him based on the tournament, but a very dangerous opponent that you don't really want to draw in the tournament. Great job by our official to pick up that tape. Nice toss over to his second official.
Third guy fumbled it, though.
Just missed the alley-oop there, and the athletic training staff finishes off that play.
Rhino getting into play-by-play action on the toss. I love it.
We're expanding our horizons. We're learning a lot from you, Dean, and getting to work together and trying to get better.
I would say I don't even consider this work, Rhino. This is just play for me. This is so enjoyable being in the booth here with Dean and Dr. Dylan Ryan.
What a great comment.
Let's see what Phillips can do from the top position here.
And Stewart's shown a little bit of a momentary lapse. So if I'm Phillips on top here, I'm looking to hit a slap cradle, catch something like that where, you know, maybe he's a little bit relaxed. We can pull him back in this position with the leg in and try to steal some back points here to put myself back in this match.
Speaking of Brian Self, he went for a position that the Bulldog, Brian Self, used to score from a lot, but Stewart was wise to it.
Stewart, yeah, a little bit of a Bulldog in his own right as he's down attacking the legs.
The reversal for Stewart.
Good forward pressure here. Now, if you're Stewart, you just want to match manage. Yep. You want to get good pressure forward. You want to hold good position, head position, hands down. And lastly, feed them hips if they get past that. If you're Phillips, you've got to start to make something happen here. You've got to start your sprint yesterday and really try to get some opportunities to open up. There is nothing to save at this point in the season because after this one, there might not be any season left. We're blown back neutral, 57 seconds left. Stewart looking to ice it with one more. These bonus points on the backside, in addition to the advancement point, will matter in this team race, although Virginia Tech seems to be quite a bit out ahead.
And now with Trumbull out, going to be really hard for NC State to come back in this tournament. He's been their leader this year. It seemed like Stewart was in really good position to score off that head outside single and then kind of just stopped for a bit, paused like he was just trying to burn clock rather than kind of ice the match. And it's given Phillips a chance to score here.
Yeah, it's not where you want to find yourself if you're Stewart. You should have expended that little bit extra bit of energy just to lock it up and, you know, have a little bit more comfortability.
Consolation semis, which is important because at 184, only 3 AQs. So you want to win your semi and put yourself in the consolation final with a chance to punch your ticket. And that's exactly what Stewart has done for the Hokies, as well as picked up more points for the team that is in first place, Virginia Tech. We're going to sign off, and we'll be back with the consolation finals in about a minute. It's the ACC Wrestling Championships right here in Durham, North Carolina.